Good morning, everybody. I wanted to go ahead and film just a quick little brow tutorial. I don't have any makeup on yet. We're still dealing with Mother Nature's skin. It's all good. I just wanted to show you guys how I do my brows. I also kind of want to make this a little hack. You know, maybe you wake up one day and you're out of your brow pencil. That's happened to me. Sometimes we're just not prepared like we should be. So I am going to show you guys how I do my brows with an eyeshadow palette. One of the easiest hacks that you can do. A powder is a powder, you know. So yes, I'm going to go ahead and show you. So right now, I don't have anything in my brows. I do color my brows because my hair is blonde. I did just get it done yesterday. So anyway, sorry, I am just waking up, but, my eyebrow hairs are blonde, so I do color them, so there's a little color to them, and everybody does always say, you know, eyebrows are sisters, not twins, but I do try my best to make them as twinning as possible. So I'm just gonna go ahead and jump in. So I am gonna use the Sultry palette. Now I used to color my hair a bunch of crazy colors like mauve and cobalt gray, and whenever I did that I always used eyeshadow to color my brows because I did like them to match, and I would always get comments on how I did that, how I found a brow pencil. I didn't. I use an eyeshadow palette, so don't be afraid to just dip in, and we can do that. We can do that with makeup. So for me, because my hair is still blonde, I'm still going to be going in for like that taupey shade. So I'm going to go in with Twig here. But if you feel like you're struggling to find a shade, I mean, you can easily just take a small brush and dip in. You know, if you have darker hair, you're probably going to use like a dystopian, or a brown. You know, I feel like very few people actually use black in their eyebrows, but if you do, most palettes have a black as well. And then obviously, you know, if you have red hair, pink hair, whatever it may be, you can just grab another palette. And right here, I love how this smells. Every time I open it, this is the Just Peachy Mattes, which is a staple for me, which is actually what I'm going to be using in this tutorial that I'm doing right after this. So I'll link that below if you want to catch that. This is just going to be the brow portion. Because I feel like people always ask me about brows. Now I do carve my brows out, and to me that's what makes the biggest difference. Concealer is your best friend, and she's here for you. So use her, okay? So again, I'm using the Sultry. We're gonna jump in. I'm using Twig. This is just a little flat brush from Sonia Kashuk. There's no name, but this brand is at Target. I'm gonna go ahead and dip in. And I'm gonna use a different mirror just so I can see it. Okay, so when I'm doing this, I never start right at the beginning because that's where you get that blocked off, squarey type of look, which I haven't met anybody that likes that. So we're gonna go ahead and start about halfway, and I'm just I'm lightly starting to fill it in, and I'll bring whatever's left, which isn't a lot because I started here, into the beginning of the brow and kind of fluff it up. So she's starting. I'm gonna dip back in, and I am tapping off excess when I do this. And now I'm gonna go in right under the arch and kind of create the line with longer strokes. Then whatever's left on the brush, I'm gonna start to use to fill in. Grab a little bit more. Now I'm gonna come on the top, and again, that idea of creating the top line, the bottom line, and connecting them, which you can do with eyeshadow. I just do smaller strokes, have more control. I am semi in the process of still growing my brows out. I did end up plucking them a little bit, just right under here, but that's okay. Oh, I don't know what kind of bird that is, but Okay, so we're about done. This is how she's looking. I am gonna go ahead and take a spoolie, if I can find it, which I cannot. Yes, I can. This is the brow wiz that I'm out of. I'm gonna go ahead and brush that through. And this is where we're at. She's cute. I'm gonna go ahead and do the other brow off camera, just because I do want this to be a short tutorial. So I will be right back when I'm done with that, and we will carve them out. And she's back. So I went ahead and finished. I did use the same technique. I started right about here, so around halfway. And then whatever was left, I brought towards the front. I still went with the idea of creating the bottom line and the top line and connecting at the end. They're not perfect, but I'm not too worried because I'm about to clean them up with concealer. I do like to do my brows before foundation. That way, you know, there's no harsh lines from me carving out with the concealer, and it all just blends into the foundation. Excuse me, the foundation. Urban Decay All Nighter. Looking for my concealer brush right here. So I'm just gonna use this flat angled brush. I hate showing the inside of my nails. And I'm gonna go ahead and work the product onto the brush. I'm running low, so normally you would not have to be, you know, really working it on there. So I do like to carve out top and the bottom. I know some people don't, but I do. So I am gonna start right at the beginning there, because I do like to have that clean look. And I feel like even if you don't want to do the top, just doing the bottom really gives a crisp, clean look to your brow. It can also help to hide any, you know, new hairs that are coming in that you haven't been able to get waxed yet. So I'm doing longer strokes to have it smooth, and you can already see how it's cleaning it up. I'm gonna go under the arch and follow it all the way down. And I will actually, you can see I'll take it all the way down past my brow, just to make sure I'm really getting everything. Sorry, whenever I see my mom texting me, I have to see what it is. I'm the oldest of 5 siblings. I'm always like, what? What's going on? Is it an emergency? I need to know. I need to know before I can just keep going. Okay, so then I'm gonna go ahead and do the top portion right here, starting at the beginning as well. Trying to help you guys see. And connect. So right there. And then when I'm here, I can kind of figure out, do I like where the shape is going? Smooth it out, maybe. I'll go over it one more time. But she's pretty good. That's where we are. I'm gonna take a different concealer brush now and blend that. And when I'm blending the tail, I'm just pulling it out into the skin. And because I don't have foundation on yet, when I do put it on, it'll all just blend together. Same with the top. If you have a darker complexion or you're more tan, I would recommend using a shade that, I like using a shade that's a little bit lighter than your skin color, but it doesn't have to be as bright as what I'm using. I am extremely fair, so I have limited options. So, I mean, it's not gonna look as bright on me as it would on you. So I would maybe do like 1 or 2 shades you know, above your foundation shade. If you want it to be that extra, I would have one shade lighter than your foundation for carving out your brows, and then I would use obviously 2 shades lighter for your concealer, like under your eyes and stuff like that. I'm gonna go ahead and carve out this brow, and then we'll be right back for the finished look. And she's back. Okay, so this is where we are. I am satisfied. Yeah. So I think, get a little closer. So this is how I do my brows. Some days, you know, they're a little thicker than others. I'm cool with that. They can kind of express themselves. I'm still getting used to me with this new hair. But yeah, I hope you guys like this tutorial. Mini little hack on how you can do your brows with eyeshadow. Thank you, and I'm gonna go ahead and lead into the next tutorial. See you there. Bye.